Hi travelers, this is going to be your Aquarius Sun, Moon, and Rising video for May 2024. The messages are general and will not resonate with everyone, so I suggest that you check back to your Moon and Rising sign video. If you'd like to book a reading with me, a private tarot reading, simply go to my About box section of the channel. And there you will find listed the reading packages, which comprise the number of questions, the number of minutes, the price, and the delivery method. So all you have to do is email me at that address and say, for instance, Tara, I would like a 30-minute reading. And I will respond back to you, usually within 24 hours. You will get a response from me with the booking instructions and a payment link. But be aware that my emails usually go to spam. So if you email me asking for a reading and you haven't heard back from me in 24 hours, check your spam folder. Spam folder. Okay, I have with me today the Radiant White deck, the La Vida Sibila for clarification should I need, and we will wrap the reading up with an angel answer card. The hardest, when I was in speech therapy, the hardest letter to say is the R. And they were telling me that that's the last letter that they teach kids how to say, because I had to relearn how to speak. And I'm still suffering a little bit. I hate the word suffering, but I'm still experiencing aphasia. That's where I kind of blank out, like I don't know what I'm going to say, but I'm actually searching for the word to say it. So I still have that. They call it resolving aphasia. And I'm kind of pleased at my progress. I just wish it was a little bit faster. I know it takes time. And they tell me that by next year, I should be speaking somewhat more normally than I am now. So bear with me. Okay, here we go. We're going to turn the camera around and I will shuffle. I've already done some meditation and shuffling on your sign and glyph. And I'm going to shuffle again. And rifle. I like you guys to see me pull the cards right in front of you. Have you ever had a reading or seen someone on YouTube who just pulls a card like you don't see, you see their face like this, and they say, this is your card, but I don't know if it's really your card or not. How do you know? Because you can't see what they're doing. And I hate that. So that card, we're going to say that card because it dealt itself at the top. So that's our first card. Let me rifle and cut the deck. This will be an 8-card, 9-card reading. Here we go. The next card is the Star card. The Temperance. The Ace of Cups. The Knight of Coins. The Two of Wands. The Four of Swords. the Magician, and the Page of Wands. What do I have over the entire reading, the overall energy of the spread? It is the Eight of Pentacles. So I have, what do I have in the card, in the spread? I have 2 wands, a sword, a pentacle, and a cup, 2 cups. I have 1, 2, 3 major arcana cards and 2 court cards. Now, the major arcana are your spiritual lessons. And I'm looking at this and I'm thinking to myself, this could go all the way back to the eclipse or the previous eclipse that we had, which was October 14th of 2023. It was an annular solar eclipse. I'm sorry. Yes, because we had 2 lunar eclipses, one on October 28th of 2023 and one on we had a solar annular October 14th, 2023. I was right. That's the reason why I say it can go all the way back, because eclipses are game changers, and the situation may be changing for you right now. But we know that we had an eclipse April 8th of this year, and the reason that I'm bringing the card up is because this card has the only eclipse moon in the deck. It is the 8 of Cups. First of all, 8s are karmic numbers. They usually have to do with material gifts. 8s, like receiving money or something like that. But they can also represent a situation where you are faced with obstacles and hassles. Now we see the 8 number, so we can say that it's probably had to do with August. Maybe not. Not by the dates that I have on here, because the eclipses were in October, March, and April. So this is the eclipse right now. Happened just recently. In the middle of the deck, I have the Knight of Coins. And traditionally, this card stands for receiving a message. It's a message that has been slow in coming. And why do I say it's slow in coming? Look at the horse. It's big, it's lumbering, and it's standing stock still. It's not moving. So, even though this is a message and it comes to move a situation along, maybe you haven't received the message yet. It's coming. That's what this card says. And when it arrives, you should be, they say when the card Knight of Coins shows up in a spread, you should be welcome him, because it means that good news is on the way. And it's a coin, so it can be either about finances or it could be about the doing of something, the third dimension. Back to the 8 of Cups. I think the thing that stands out to me the most is that the figure is walking away with nothing. And usually this means that a situation has gotten to the point where there is nothing else you should do and can do about it. So don't waste any more energy on it. Even thinking about it, don't invest any more time. He's walking off in the middle of the night with nothing but the clothes on his back. He leaves behind these 8 cups. Usually cups represent months. So maybe it was 8 months. This represents 8 years, the coins over here. So maybe this situation has been going on for 8 months or longer. But also the card says that you should, when the 8 of cups appears, this is where you may feel like you're going to walk away from everything and try to find more spiritual sustenance for yourself. And like there's nothing else that is working for you. If that's the case, the Star card has arrived to tell you that to follow your true north or your North Star, that this is a time of healing, a time of hope, a time of inspiration. And it's about, I think, drawing from your own well. See how she's drawing water from her own well and she's pouring it out in the 5 directions. What are the 5 directions? North, south, east, and west. Mind, body, spirit. There's 5 things. I can't remember. I have to look it up to remember. But it says that you should wish upon a star, because if you are focused on some type of hope or dream, this means that it's coming to fruition. Followed by, I didn't tell you, the cards are read past, present, future, past, present, future. And here, the Temperance card is talking about moderation and economy and everything that you do. It also talks about compromise. This is a fire sign card. And because the card represents a fire element, I think the water is the most important thing in the picture, because you have 2 different substances, fire and water. You see he's pouring water from cup to cup. And if you put water over the fire, you can either make it steam or you can make it boil over. It will put out the fire. So this is about controlling your emotions, more or less. Staying grounded, but feeling your emotions and trusting what your heart says. See a lot of times I will do a reading and people come to me and they say, am I on the right path? When this card shows up, usually I tell them you are on the right path. Nobody has come back and told me that the path didn't work. There are obstacles back there. That's what the mountains represent. But they are continuing on the path. Then we come to the Ace of Cups. Now, the Ace of Cups cups are simply about emotions. Coins are about finances or about doing things. The wands represent, to me, focus, passion, desire, determination. And swords represent thoughts, perceptions, belief, communication, ideas. And the Ace of Cups says that right now a portal is opening to you in which you can reset your emotions. You can have a catharsis. Maybe you need to have a good cry. But as long as you are following your heart's desire, you are seeking something on a much deeper level, and keeping your North Star in focus, whatever that is, then you are set to receive new emotions. But it looks to me like once the message arrives, you come up against a decision. It's a 2. And 2s represent choices, options, dualities, oppositions, like you're opposed within yourself about something, or someone actively opposing you. It's a crossroads. Here you are standing, but you're faced to the past. Like, do I go back to the past, or do I turn around and grab this and face the future? It says you have the whole world in your hands, and you know that there's more to do, but there is a decision that needs to be made, a firm decision and a firm choice. And I think ultimately, if you take a break and remove yourself from, let's say, all extraneous information and sound, and go within to meditate, rest, mental rest, physical rest, spiritual rest, because this is an implied conflict. And maybe you have been involved in a tricky situation, but this card says remove yourself from it. Go and recharge your batteries. So this is, to me, the ghosting card. Like you and somebody were talking and suddenly they don't hear from you, or you don't hear from them. That's an effigy. It's not even a real person. So you disappeared off the scene. But you still have the 4th sword ready to get up and make a decision for yourself. But you need to rest first. I think once you regain your quote-unquote senses, you will become like the magician, who is all about as above, so below. No, nothing was ever created without somebody first thinking about it, no matter what it is. Have you ever been watching TV late at night and they bring a new gadget on TV and you say, man, I wish I had thought of that? That's a magician. That's a magician energy. As long as you are able to direct your thoughts, what happens on the ground becomes a reality. That is as above, so below. There he has all the tools of the trade that he needs to make his own reality. The sword, thoughts, the cups, emotions, the pentacles, the hard work, and the wand. He has determination and desire. Okay? And usually I see this card, it means that you will be in a position to use your new skills or learn new skills. This is a card of learning. It's a card of what did I say? Being a student, and you can be any kind of student. And there's something else a magician is telling me. I have to go to my book. After this, you take off, because it's another message, but it's a message that has exciting potential. A new adventure awaits you. You just have to make the decision on what to do. Do you leave it all behind? Or do you take a different path, the right path, the correct path? And do you take all of your skills with you? Remember, we all have our own special skills that we can take with us when we go, and we can use them for good. So here with the Eight of Pentacles, it shows a person hard at work. He's literally making money. He's making money. But it talks about being in like an apprentice position, a student position, like having to start over. You start over in a new job with new skills and a new earning capacity. This is about repetition, doing the same thing over and over again, but being happy about it because it's something new. I'm going to turn these two cards over because I can't read them. They're court cards. And I will look at the Eight of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Four of Swords as they relate to Star, Temperance, and the Magician. There's something else the Magician wants to tell me. I said I would have to go to my book. It's maybe telling of a suitable new job or career opportunity for you in which you will use your vast skills, talents, and abilities. He depicts a person of authority who brings with him the power to do good. So it may be indicating that you may receive help and assistance and advice from someone in your life fitting the description of the Magician. It tells you that you have the ability to get ahead in life as long as you realize that obstacles are there to be overcome. The Magician makes it clear that journeys do happen. Always be concerned with making connections with others, remaining aware that your opinions are your own. The message is to seek advice from someone who is a specialist within their field to ensure that you obtain the correct information and advice to ensure your success. Follow your intuition in order to find the best course of action. Yes, the Magician said all of that to me. I couldn't get it out. The Eight of Cups with the Magician. Listen. The Eight of Cups tells of someone who has within his grasp the ability to reach his goals. It is informing you that you have the ability to reach your full potential. It also asks that you think and consider very carefully before making any important or major decisions. This is why I say, take a break. Whatever you're doing, stop. There are two eights in the reading, kind of, sort of, which speak to a slight concern in regard to either a new romance, relationship, or partnership. Either way that it goes. Let's look at the Ace of Cups. It doesn't tell me anything. We go to the Two of Wands. It doesn't tell me anything. But the Two of Wands says, maybe indicating a business venture or partnership which has security, but there is still a need to look beyond that. It tells of achievement in business and career success, and also shows that a person has the world in their hands but knows that there is still something yet to do. There is a focus on relationship since it's 2. But it indicates that some kind of crossroads has been reached, or that a choice or decision is now called for. It suggests the right time for assessment and planning. It could also indicate that a letter or message will provide you with the answer to an important question to do with a contract or transition. 4 of Swords. Next to any ace, there it is. Listen carefully. Indicates that some long-term goals or plans need to be reassessed and reevaluated before proceeding. It may be telling you that although you may not yet be involved with any long-term plans or considerations, when they do arise, make efforts to check and recheck all aspects before proceeding, as some reevaluations and amendments may be needed. It says it may be telling of a need to retreat from the hustle, bustle, and stresses of the world for a time in order to find or refine equilibrium and inner balance. You may have been previously involved in complicated situations involving many people. However, do not become isolated. You may need solitude and a chance to meditate and be at peace. I'm telling you what the cards are saying. Reading the interpretation is just backing up. It's what. And look, there is the World card underneath. And the World card is all about graduation. Coming to a new level and spiritual growth and maturity. And the card says, follow. Let me get it because I can't remember it. What's telling me. It's the last card in the deck, a Major Arcana deck. The World card indicates that vibrations are good and it's time to make changes concerning both work and home aspects. It says that it speaks to an end of a cycle and brings a new phase of life. It indicates successful completion of a project or the happy conclusion of a phase in your life. It indicates travel and movement, either a journey to be made or a vacation to be had or a change of residence. If you are thinking about going back to school to learn new skills, now would be a good time. It is implying that you will triumph in whatever undertaking at this time and have a fulfilling life. The most important thing, it is within your personal power to make important decisions for yourself and take important decisions for yourself and others. You are reliable and trustworthy, and all you undertake will prove fruitful. I'm telling you, I don't think I need to pull any type of Sibila on the spread. I stand by. Look, now, this is a really positive reading, and it can't be true for every Aquarius person out there. You have to take it with in a sense, with a grain of salt, or you can purchase a reading from me and find out about your own situation, because these are general messages. So I want you now to formulate a question for the angel answer cards. I'm reading for millions of Aquarian people, and it can be true for every Aquarian person. But for somebody out there, it's looking kind of good. I don't know when this will be. Like I said, it could have started last month. It could be the month before, or you can start it next month. Just know that there is news on the way. It's good news. It's news you have been waiting on. And whenever you see this card show up, and that's going to bring you to a decision. Okay. Look for a sign. I think this came out in the last reading that I did for Sagittarius. They are kind of dealing with the same energy this in May. So let's read what it says. Look for a sign. I can't spell. Here we go. Your angels have a very special and specific answer to your question. You can expect to see signs right away that will have deep meaning to you. Many people see white feathers to indicate that their angels are around them. Let me say something about that. You got to be realistic. If you're outside and you see white feathers, it's more than likely a bird. But if you're inside and a white feather drops down, those are your angels. So, many people see white feathers to indicate that their angels are around them. Or they may smell scents from their childhood that connect with a family member. Signs require focused attention, so be awake to the possibilities. Don't mistake synchronistic events for mere coincidences at this time. They are a message especially designed for you. Let me repeat that. Don't mistake synchronistic events for mere coincidences at this time. They are messages especially designed for you. And that's what I have for you, Aquarius, for May 2024. Good luck.